Greetings, superior beings. Greetings, supreme being. Welcome to the future channel. I forgot something else I wanted to say at the intro. Welcome to the future channel, highly esteemed fellow human beings. That's what I wanted to add to this broadcast. Who is responsible for the directed energy weapon torture? Dutch King Bilderberg? ? You all have to see my previous video. But okay, we are live. So let's go to the universecreator.weebly.com page. One of the reasons many people think the Dutch King could be involved is the fact that he's a Bilderberg member, and also I was locked up on my birthday in an orange cell, which is totally weird, and there are reports that Dutch royalty is involved in hunting little children in the forest, cutting off their penises and putting them on the wall or on a table, basically as trophies. And this is a picture of the door of the orange cell in Amsterdam that I was locked up in on my birthday, day long without food. And this is the orange cell camera. This is the door. And you can read more about this on universecreator.weebly.com, and of course via universalpeace.jimdo.com. That's the main website. Via universalpeace.jimdo.com you can find all my web pages, channels and blogs, and Facebook pages for a better future, hence the future channel, and for universal peace. And my previous video is pretty funny. You should all check that out on this channel, the one before this one. And the Toronto van attack fake or real video has a lot of views. I was one of the first to upload about attack because there is no blood on the hood, not a spat of blood anywhere on the car. Many people think it's a fake attack, that it's impossible. Even if you drive over one animal, one deer for example, then the hood would be splattered with blood, and supposedly he drove 10 people to death and wounded 15 others. So many people think that's totally impossible. So we wonder what their explanation for that would be. But the funny video is basically this other one. Let's see. It's in here. President Trump's speech for universal peace. Must see. Perhaps I'll play it at the end. But first, the more important stuff. The possible directed energy weapon torturers that dental tortured me. They've also murdered my mother with these directed energy weapons. And the main torturer is a male, Dutch-speaking male, and they've tortured my teeth out of my mouth with these directed energy weapons, with the FIPA array in Poker Flat, Alaska, a camouflaged array even more powerful than HARP. It's hidden, so they'd have to deny its existence. It's a top secret black project thing. So they use scalar waves, wireless energy of Nikola Tesla, not microwaves. So let's read this with the speech engine. Okay.
It is clear all these shootings to push their legal gun ban in violation of the Constitution were not prevented with synthetic telepathy. Possible directed energy weapon torturers that dental tortured me. 1. Skull and bones. The torture started under former President Bush. well-known Skull and Bones member. He was accused of treason by many, and it turned out Iraq did not have any chemical weapons of self-destruction, which was their reason for their depleted uranium war crime and a million dead Iraqi people. A photoshopped image of Bush on the electric chair and things I said that were religiously and morally motivated must have peed them off. 2. The Dutch King, Bilderberg member. Because the perpetrator is a Dutch-speaking male, and I wrote the Dutch King a letter in which I advised him to carry, and he or whoever answers the emails for him may have taken it the wrong way and perhaps saw it as a threat. The computer with
Actually, the letter was about universal peace agreements that you can also find on my page. Let's see. Must be somewhere.
World Peace Agreement Supplement. World Peace Agreement I have mailed and emailed to several presidents. Only the first offensive leader that would, the eternal one, forbade. Commandment, thou shalt not kill, use nuclear weapons first, will be blocked by all countries unified of this planet via the World Peace Agreement, who will use their patriots to ward off the rockets, take away their weapons and capture the offensive terrorist leader so the maximum amount of civilians are saved. universecreator.weebly.com. 2. The Dutch King, Bilderberg member. Because the perpetrator is a Dutch-speaking male, and I wrote the Dutch King a letter in which I advised him to carry, and he or whoever answers the emails for him may have taken it the wrong way and perhaps saw it as a threat. The computer with the email reply was stolen in the Tweede van Swinden Street in Amsterdam. 3. Other Bilderberg, possible directed energy weapon torturers that Dindal tortured me. 3. Other Bilderberg members against whom I have attempted to press charges. Kissinger and others were on the list. George Soros was not on the list of depopulators that incited people openly to commit genocide against the human race as a whole, is still proven by their book quotes beyond any reasonable doubt. To this day they have not been charged with any crime, though they are responsible for the deaths of millions of people. 4. Leader of the Jesuits Adolfo Nicolas, supposedly controlling the intelligence agencies including NSA, FSB and Mossad from behind the scenes. It is probable only an intelligence agency can remotely monitor and even alter brainwaves, Milk patent, and use FIPA through-the-wall radar to attack people extremely accurately, so it is extremely likely an intelligence agency is involved. The connections between the NSA and AIVD evidently exist. 5. Some other person, banker or group with a synthetic telepathy machine and directed energy weapons or access to them. Pedo pimp hunters rise up. Wondering if these pedo hunters only exist to make sure there is no competition for the pedophile pimps. Hopefully most pimps are not pedo pimps that would have sex with children younger than 16. Perhaps the age of consent should be at least 18 years of age in countries where it is not. There must be a law against counter-protest at the same time and same place. If it is not there already, it must be made. There must be a law against counter-protests to keep protests peaceful and safe.
Let's start stream missing Malok. The first, but will help you. Let's start streaming that missing Malok. will help you through the key steps. My new poem, mental, moral, polio. You can argue that MSM is a form of mind control for the psychological warfare, religion, and survival. Watch top 10 depopulation methods and countermeasures. The future general on YouTube help to prevent the third Jesuit World War and create universal peace. Without a Tesla plasma shield would survive. Eggs. Exit or Nexit. Yes, because NASA's own videos of sound told them and proof beyond any reasonable doubt they faked it. Silence of those the lunar modules silence. And my 5, my 666 save the team. Light can also mean nuclear weapons, gun off brain control, synthetic telepathy, illumination, bases based in Dutch. Power corrupt. It's absolute power corrupt. It's absolutely. I do not believe in electronic voting, nor do I accept people chosen with electronic voting as our leaders, presidents, nor as prime ministers. Simpson's predictions are not nuclear power plant accident, Hollywood, Hoover, quake, Louisiana, Bigton, London, high infidelity. Right or wrong, I'm still the captain. The CIA also did Jonestown injection marks behind the left shoulder blade. Okay, they were injected with cyanide, but was not Kool-Aid at all. Consciousness. 1630s. Internal knowledge from conscious plusness, made and state off being aware, is from 1746. Creating universal pieces about not choosing sides, a trillion of nukes, no blood for cancer oil, must control factors that control aging, radiological, what a filter would stop. Am I a pedophile? Night of older. What do you all think? NASA uses VR lenses and real-time CGI computer graphics imaging to give the illusion they're an object. It's floating in their spaceship. Listens, total cost of the NASA skims, 183 billion times the image spelled backwards. All doomsday devices must be destroyed. You can verify only to your 2 accounts per year. Global warming is caused by space travel and atmospheric heaters. If there is any, also by cancer chemtrails trapping the heat that cancer causing tissue in the toilets turn on to a car. WTF, not a spread of blood on the hood. Laughing, incredible. Universal peace now. This is Donald Trump. Prevent a two-state solution. World by any means necessary. Included in the two-state solution agreement that the allies of Israel and Palestine may not intervene if they go to war with each other to prevent a two-state solution. World. Universal peace now. Keys to you, Rick. Thank you for your idea for universal peace.